What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another weekly vendor weapon reset. So this is May the 23rd to the 29th. I've already been over to New Monarchy and they don't actually have any good weapons that I'd recommend this week. But starting off at the Crucible Quartermaster, we do actually have a pretty decent rolled fusion rifle, which is the each new day. For me, it's got hot swap on it, braced frame, and I'd probably use possibly hipfire, maybe, or life support, depending on how I feel. But this thing has loads of stability, so the fusion rifle pellets are going to be nice and clustered together, so you're going to be getting all one-shot kills a lot more often. Definitely give it a shot if you've never tried a max stability fusion rifle before, as it is actually pretty hilarious. Now the next weapon is going to be the chaotic neutral machine gun. Now if you have never tried the take a knee perk, pick this weapon up and give it a try this week. Definitely, it's absolutely hilarious how ridiculous this perk is. Basically, if you shoot the enemy in the chest or the high end of the stomach, it will give you headshots. The bullets actually curve upwards to the head. It's absolutely hilarious. Definitely give it a shot. And I'll probably use, you got to try a quick draw or hand laid stock on there depending on how you feel, and crowd control on there as well, so you can melt people even faster. Anyway, let's move over to the next weapon vendor. So starting off at the Vanguard, Dead Orbit doesn't have any actual decent weapons that I'd recommend, but for Vanguard we've got the pulse rifle. This thing actually has a really good stability roll on. You've got counterbalance, braced frame, and outlaw with a really nice red dot sight. Definitely, if you're after a 2 burst to the head pulse rifle, this would be a really good place to start. The next weapon I'm actually going to recommend is the shotgun. This thing is a really good rule for PvE. If you do not have a Void shotgun for PvE, for Void Burn Nightfalls or Void Burn Heroic Strikes, because Heroic Strikes is actually Void Burn this week, definitely pick this up. It's got full auto on, flared magwell, and cascade, so just melee enemies and it'll refill a portion of your mag, and reload speed is going to be increased because of flared magwell, and full auto means you can just spam shots like crazy because the rate of fire on that thing is already incredibly high anyway. So we're just going to run over up into Future War Cult, because there is actually 2 weapons I'm actually going to recommend here as well. The first one is going to have to be the Scout Rifle. Now for me, I actually really do like the Scout Rifle for Crucible. I do feel it's quite underrated. I don't really ever see anybody talking about this thing. It's actually really solid, and it's got high caliber rounds in there, so you're going to make people flinch like crazy. Outlaw or Trace Out of Perfect Balance, and Hidden Hand for more aim assist. What's not to like? It's a very solid legendary scout rifle. If you get tired of using Mida multi-tool, definitely recommend giving that a shot. The next weapon is going to be the Wormwood, mainly just for the fact that it's got reactive reload on. If I'm not mistaken, if you get the reactive reload to proc, I'm sure it's a 3 shot to the head for a kill, so it's just crazy to think about a sidearm 3 tapping someone to the head. But anyway, it's got hand loaded and flared magwell on as well. Anyway, that's pretty much going to do it for all the weapons I'd recommend picking up this week. Drop a like on the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe for future Destiny and Destiny 2 content. Thank you so much for watching, and peace.